Hey friends, it's Rev Kev on Friday, May 15th. Thank you for continuing to be the church, even though we can't meet together physically as a church. As I've been telling you for the last couple of weeks, our hope is to reopen the doors of the church. And our hope continues to be about June 7th, hopefully June 7th, with the worship-only strategy. We'll provide our 2 services at separate times with separate entrances, separate parts of the building, and no connection hour in between when we resume. All worship participants will need to wear a facial covering and use our hand sanitizing stations as they enter and exit. We're continuing to work out all of the details, but those are some of the things that we are certain about. Well, staying connected with one another has probably been one of the hardest parts of this time of isolation. So I want to invite you to do something for me this week. I want to encourage you to take out your church directory, pick 4 or 5 people, and write them a handwritten letter. You know, handwritten letters are kind of a thing of the past, and so I want to encourage you to pick that back up and do it this week. I think you probably have some time. Just say hi. Just say how much you miss them, how much you are looking forward to seeing them again. You're sending a virtual hug. Share some kind of an encouraging word. Whatever you want to write. And then just drop that in the mail to them. If you would like a couple of names of folks that might not be very well known here at the church in our congregation, call the church office and we'll happily share some names with you. As we continue to work our way through this time of isolation, I also want to encourage you to use our prayer request form that's on our website. It is confidential and will only be shared if you want me to share it. I'm already praying for you, but please let me be in prayer for you in a more specific way. So send me those prayer requests. This week we are in our 5th sermon in our Established in the Love of God sermon series. And I want to talk about walking with God and how that's directly related to walking with other people. It is possibly the most important part of the Christian life. So join us Sunday morning. One of the biggest parts of worshiping God is giving to God. And so I want to thank you again for continuing to give to God through our church. You can use our online giving options or on our website, or continue to mail your checks in to the office. Let me leave you with these encouraging words today from Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. The Lord will watch over your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. This is the word of the Lord for the people of God. Thanks be to God. I love you and I miss you, and I look forward to the day that we can reunite again in in-person worship. But until that day comes, I'll see you on Sunday mornings at 9:20 on Facebook or on our YouTube page. God bless.